Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today's video is going to be a little bit of a different one because the goal with the channel is positivity really, and me riding around and traveling on my bike and trying to share my experiences with you, which is something I quite enjoy. I am very passionate about riding my bike and I absolutely enjoy sharing those moments with you through this YouTube channel. So I have a Royal Enfield Continental GT 650 which I have owned since being new. It's been over 2 years now and I have covered over 9,000 miles on the bike. I have done plenty of riding around Europe. In fact, I took the bike all the way to North Cape in Norway. I completed a 10,000 kilometer trip in around 9 weeks last year. In the beginning of autumn, which was an amazing trip, one of the best trips I have ever done. And unfortunately, over the winter months, I wasn't able to ride the bike as much as I hoped for due to working abroad and the particular bad weather we've been having here in the UK. So last week was officially the start of the riding season for me after coming back from Norway and the weather improving here. I was very much excited and looking forward to being on the bike and just enjoying the bike and traveling. I have had the bike finally where I wanted to be, so there was these little customizations and upgrade that I completed over my ownership. In fact, the last video I released was me going over all of these upgrades and customization, which was actually I've had quite a bit of response on that video, so thank you very much for everyone who's watched the video and commented. I really appreciate it. So unfortunately, as you can tell by the title of the video, something quite unfortunate has happened to my bike, and I'm going to try my best to explain as best as I can on what happened. So last Thursday, I was just preparing myself for a trip to Cornwall over the weekend. So I actually take the bike out for a ride. I recorded a little bit of a vlog opening on my plans over the next few months and all the trips I was hoping to do. And I come back to where I live and I park the bike in my parking space in my apartment, and normally I put a chain on the bike and I cover it up overnight, but on this occasion, as I was leaving the bike literally for 5 minutes to go and get some of my gym stuff, come back down and I was going out again on the bike, I didn't put the chain on. So I go up, come back down, literally a matter of minutes, and the bike is gone. I speak with the person who's working at the building, the concierge, and she points out that they've noticed two people have pushed my bike towards the end of the street. The building manager and actually one of the neighbours had the police on the line, and they were at the scene trying to see what was going on. And obviously I start going to see where my bike was, and I see this two what seemed like teenagers really. They had helmets on. One was on a getaway bike and one was handling my bike just right next to the canal, assumably trying to start the bike. And obviously I'm quite upset and I'm running towards them, and then things get a little bit dramatic where they start to threaten me with a knife. I didn't see a knife, but they were pointing that they had knives in their pockets. So one of them was literally in my face, shouting and screaming that he was going to stab me. So I kind of fell back a little bit, and at this point the person who was handling the bike pushes the bike into the canal, and then they managed to escape and basically get on the getaway bike and make escape. So we have the police arriving within about 10 minutes or so after it's happened, and me and 6-7 other police officers managed to actually fish out the bike out the canal. And the bike, as you can imagine, is scratched up quite badly, a few broken parts. exhaust is quite dented. I managed to capture some footage during the whole chaos really with my GoPro, so I'm going to share some of that with you. But absolutely heartbroken really, and it just shows the unfortunate reality of the crime rate here in Manchester. I'm sure it's similar in bigger cities here in the UK. The police officer was telling me on average 1 to 2 bikes a day are being stolen. So for any riders out there, particularly in Manchester, please be extra careful and vigilant, and do not leave your bike unattended at any point really. It is sad and heartbreaking really. I absolutely love and adore that bike. Motorbikes, they have a soul really. I'm sure riders out there can would understand. They kind of, because you share all of these amazing memories, and most of my experiences, pretty much some of my best experiences I've ever had has been on that bike. So absolutely gutted and heartbroken really, but these things unfortunately happen. I'm going to try to stay positive. It took me a couple of days to kind of calm myself down a little bit, and I'm in the process of putting a claim through insurance. They actually collected my bike yesterday, so it's in their hands to make an assessment and come up with some options on how we're going to proceed with this. But from what I've been advised is, with it being water damage, it's most likely that they're going to write off the bike. But at this point I'm really unsure what's going to happen, so just going to stay positive and wait to hear back from the insurance, and hopefully get it sorted. So sorry that this video is a little bit of a sad one really, but I wanted to share this with you, and I'm going to try my best to keep you updated along this process, and I look forward to seeing you very soon in the next video. Bye.